What if every repetitive message or text you type every single day could be replaced with just one or two words shortcut? No more copy pasting, no more rewriting the same email, prompt, reply for the hundredth time. No more wasting precious minutes on the things you have already written before. In this video, I'm doing a full walkthrough and honest review of InsertKit, a tool that promises to completely change how you handle text, AI prompts, templates, and clipboard management. Whether you are a customer support team, a freelancer, a founder, or just someone drawing in repetitive typing, stay with me because by the end of this video, you will know exactly if InsertKit is worth your time and money. And if you'd like to explore InsertKit yourself while watching this review, you will find the link in the video description and the pinned first comment below. I'm Sai from DigiWhisper. Now let's dive in and see what InsertKit can actually do. Now let's first see how this tool actually works. So here is my Gmail, and let's say I want to give a meeting link to someone. I need to just type here / and meeting. I'm just typing meeting and my meeting link is here. I'm giving another example here. Let's say I want to write about DigiWhisper, and there are some context about DigiWhisper which was saved to InsertKit. I'm just typing here and writing DigiWhisper, and see the whole context is here about DigiWhisper. And now let's see, I want to recall one of my repetitive thumbnail prompt, and just I'm writing thumbs. So see, here is the thumbnail prompt. And let's say I want to give a reply in this chat. So I'm just writing / and reply. So the reply is here. So this is how actually this tool works. Now let's see how all of the things happen. This is the website of InsertKit. You can check all of the informations about InsertKit. It's actually a productivity tool. You can start from free, and here is the pricing plan. You can check their pricing plan. And here is the video of InsertKit, how to use InsertKit. You can get instructions here. Here is the workflow, how actually this tool works. So this is the pricing plan of InsertKit. They have 4 plans. The first tier is free for everyone. You can start from here. And the next one is individual. And the third one is team. And the next one is enterprise. If you want to explore this tool, you just need to sign up for free. Just click here and create an account and you are good to go. Now just click here in the download button and you will see all of the available apps. They have Windows app, Mac app, Linux app, and Chrome extension and Android app. If you want to use InsertKit from multiple devices, you just need to download and install the apps and then sign up. It will synchronize all of your devices into one single dashboard of InsertKit. The Chrome extension will allow you to use this app only from Chrome. If you download your computer app, you can use InsertKit from anywhere, any browser, any tabs, any editor. There are no boundaries. And if you are an Android app user, you can also install their Android app to use InsertKit from your mobile phone. Download is very simple. Just click the download button, then install the app, and then sign in with your credentials. Once signing in, you will be led to this dashboard. So this is the dashboard of InsertKit, where you will find everything in one place. Here you will see the number of shortcuts you have created, all of the private shortcuts, your teams, and your active members. Here is displaying all of your recent shortcuts you have created. And here is my plan information. I can click here to manage my subscription. And here I can add my team members. So now most important things we need to do is clicking shortcut sections. And after clicking shortcut section, you will find all of your shortcuts you have created so far. So right now I have created 7 shortcuts for my daily uses. Creating a shortcut is very simple. Just click here in the new shortcuts button, and here is the dashboard to save your context behind any of the words. First, set a trigger here. Let's say I want to create a trigger as demo. Here I need to give a title of my shortcut, and this is the category of shortcut. I can categorize my shortcut into different names. Let's say you want to give a new category name. Just click here in the add button and now set up demo. My shortcut categories is here created as a demo, and click here in the create button, save this shortcut as a demo. And here is the context I want to save behind this demo trigger. Let's say I want to add this text behind this demo trigger. So I'm just copying it and pasting it here or writing my text here. I can bold it here. I can make it as italic, and now I can add any variable if I need to add. So once your setup is done, you just need to click create shortcut button, and my shortcut has been saved. Now let's check whether this shortcut is work or not. Now I want to check my shortcut. Just give a slash button and now write demo, and see the context is here behind the saved demo trigger. So this is very simple. Let's say I want to try it in here again. Just type slash and type demo word, and see here is the saved context behind the demo trigger. So this is how you create your shortcut. Now let's see what the clipboard means. I'm clicking here in the clipboard section, and here you can enable or disable your browse and search your clipboard history. Let's say I want to enable it. I'm clicking here enabling history, and it will enable all of my historical activities using insert key. If I want to disable it, just click here disable history, and it will be disabled. The next one is templates, where there are a lot of templates available for you. Let's say the first template is for general, share something useful with other people. So you can just copy and modify this template to make it usable for your case. Or if you want to directly use it, just click here in the use button to make this template for you. Some templates are for social media management, some templates are for communication. Let's say this template is created for Facebook asking for advice, and the next templates is for Facebook group introduction post. This templates is for LinkedIn congratulate on new jobs. So you can use these types of templates as well. And now next one is team members, where you can manage all of your team members from your account. And the next one is billing section, where you can manage your billing. Public API, if you want to automate something with InsertKit, you can just connect your API with InsertKit. Setting, click here in the setting button, and it will give you options to manage your credentials. Let's say you want to change the email of your account, you want to reset your password, and everything you can do from here in the setting option. You can choose light mode or dark mode. So let's say I want to choose light mode. I can click here. Now it is light mode. I want to choose dark mode. I can click here to get dark mode. You can hide your sidebar clicking here. You can expand your sidebar clicking here. So this is it now for InsertKit web dashboard. Now, if you want to open your InsertKit computer version, you will get a few more things. Now let's open my computer version of InsertKit. InsertKit. It will open my InsertKit from my computer. So this is the computer version of the InsertKit, and here you will see all of your shortcuts that are synchronized automatically. Clipboard history, click here and you will see all of your clipboard history is here. And the next one is categories, where you will see all of your categories InsertKit. Templates, and here you will see two new options. The first one is voice typing. You can use your voice command to use InsertKit, although voice typing is in beta mode and it is only available for your computer version, and the InsertKit agent also available in beta mode in computer version. So let's set up voice typing. I'm clicking here, and here you will see all of your options of voice typing. The first option is core engine, where you will set up your core voice command setting. The first thing you need to do is enabling your voice typing status, and then you need to set up your key. Let's say I want to set up my right alt key for this voice command. Just I need to press the right alt key when I give a voice command, and here is the transcription provider model available for you. So this one is for your local transcription model. You can also set up your own model as well. So there are a couple of options available. You can set up your open router API, you can set up your deepgram API, you can set up your assembly AI API, and a few more. The language setup. So right now there are only two languages available. The first one is English and another one is Bangla. In future they may bring other languages as well. In this case, I'm setting up my voice command language as English. And here is the local whisper model profile. You need to set up any of your local whisper model from here. In this case, you need to activate your local whisper model from here. I have activated the version as small. This one is highly precise, consume more CPU. The first one name is tiny, and it is minimal accuracy but zero CPU. Its speed is fast, base, it's recommended good speed and accuracy. And the next one is small. It is highly precise and consuming more CPU. Its size is 460 MB. Next one is medium. In this case, I have set up as small. Voice command. You can set up your voice command call name. I have named it insert. Let's say if I want to give a voice command to the insert key, I just need to say something like this. First need to press the key, in this case pressing right alt key, and then need to give the voice command as insert digi whisper to call this agent as insert. And the next one is voice assistant mode, where you can give a name of your voice assistant mode. In this case, I have given the name as Hey Joy. When I will give the voice assistant mode as Hey Joy, it will be activated to follow my command. And the next one is InsertKit agent. It is also in beta mode. You can check it as well. Click here, and here you can also set up your InsertKit agent setting, from where you can enable your clipboard monitoring. You can enable your text triggers. You can enable your autocomplete pop-up. So that's my walkthrough and review of InsertKit. If you are tired of typing the same thing over and over again and want a faster, smarter workflow, InsertKit is definitely worth checking out. You will find the link in the description and the pinned comment. If you found this review helpful, make sure to subscribe to DigiWhisper for more software reviews, productivity tools, and digital deals. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.